I've made it back to my happy place, and I am super tired, even though I did sleep on the plane. But I had some thoughts about how Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility can be applied to dating in the 20th century. Bonjour, mes amis. Je suis Dr. Lori, your Paris dating coach. I help high-achieving Black women date for adventure, fun, and of course, love in Paris. So I've been on a Jane Austen kick. I don't know why I never read her when I was younger, but there's a character in Sense and Sensibility, Mary Ann, who's basically about 19 years old, gets attention from this young eligible bachelor. They flirt. She thinks he's really into her, and she goes out of her way to try to further the relationship. He leaves town, doesn't really contact her again, but she's very melancholy about the fact that he hasn't contacted her. Additionally, she and her sisters end up going to London, and he calls on them, but basically they go to a party and Mary Ann sees him with another woman and finds out that he's actually engaged. But basically all the while she's been throwing herself at him. And I think a lot of times we as women do the same thing. A man shows some interest and then he clearly shows disinterest. I had that happen to me. I dated a man right after I got divorced, and he clearly showed me he wasn't interested. But I kept trying. I kept sending him texts. I kept calling, kept trying to get him to be interested in me. And this is what Mary Ann was doing. Instead of seeing all the signs that he's just not that into you. And he just wasn't that into me. So we can't always blame men. We have to read. Actually, it's very obvious most of the time. We have constructed a fantasy relationship in our head, and we don't want to let it go. I've done this more than once in my life, and we make ourselves miserable, and we do have to let it go. So read Sense and Sensibility. Things haven't changed. We just send text instead of letters.